Greetings, Divine Radiance. How are you today? Welcome to your Wednesday Live Empower Hour with me, Nahkila Isha of AshworthScott Life Sculpting. I am a divine interpreter and mentor / life coach, interpreting messages and methods from the divine that empower you to create and live an abundant life. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so grateful that you all are here. If you are joining us over on Facebook, please be sure to come on over on YouTube and join us there, because this is where we'll be having the live chat. So if you're commenting, I won't see them while we're live. And also you'll have an opportunity to participate in the $20 mini readings at the end of Empower Hour. So yay, I'm excited. As you guys can see, the echo is kind of gone. Did you guys notice the echo in all the other videos when I moved here? Well, that's because my furniture finally came. So I'm excited. So I'm streaming from the couch instead of my dining table. So yay. So anyways, let's see. Who was on first? Good morning, good afternoon, my beautiful mother. It's morning where you are, afternoon where I am. Good morning, Alatha. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, you're first. Okay, I see. Thank you, Alatha. Hey, Natalie, welcome, welcome. Alatha said, get ready for the awesome reading, Lady Love. Natalie said, congrats on the new couch. Looks cute. Thank you. Then, my pictures still have to go up, but I'm going to tell you all a little bit about how spirit works. I bought my pictures and my rug before I got this furniture. Some of you have been following my moving journey, transitioning from Washington State to Tennessee. And I bought a section. Well, first of all, I sold my couches because it was the only thing me and my husband bought together. And I was choosing to have fresh energy, right? They were still pretty much new, but I sold them and they became a blessing to someone else. And so I bought a sectional, same fabric, same color, everything, because I was so in love with the feel of this furniture. And it wouldn't fit in my pot, right? And I was so bummed. And then I checked myself and I was like, wait a minute, spirit knows best. So if it didn't fit, there's a reason for it, right? There's a reason for it. So I accepted it. And it took me a while to find something that I just absolutely love. And these pictures and the rug I got, this set matches perfect on down to like fabric, and the pillows is the exact same fabric as my lamp shade. It's amazing. So spirit is always showing up and showing out. It's just up to us to release that feeling of, oh man, that bummed out feeling, and allow ourselves to trust that everything that happens in our lives serves our highest good, right? Even something as simple as buying furniture, something as simple as that. And aesthetically, I like this set a lot better. I didn't think I could like anything better than that other one, but spirit knew. So yeah. Hey, Cheryl, welcome. And let's see, Karina, are you on? Is your screen name High Maintenance Style Studio Hair? Let me see. Let me extend this so I can see the whole thing. Hair Talk, welcome. So you all have heard me share how I was telling spirit I was in bed one day and I was like, it's time for me to make some friends here. And so my amazing hairstylist invited me to her birthday celebration, and I met an amazing group of high vibrating, awesome energy people. And Karina was one of them. So I'm really grateful. Let's see who else is on. Hey, Alicia, welcome. Hey, Denise, my beautiful sister, welcome. So you know what? Awesome. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to light this incense. It's one of my favorite scents. It's the Clarity scent. And then I'm going to go ahead and get into Lady Love, aka my mama's reading. So for those of you that are joining us for the first time, over here on YouTube, when you're the first person on, you get a single card pull, and I give you the message that spirit gives to me for you. So when you're the first person on, even if you're still waiting for the live chat to start, just put first in the comments, and then when I get on, I'll know. So let's go ahead and get into it. So highest light, guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, and ascended masters, I thank you for delivering a message for Wanda Faith Porter that is rooted in highest light, love, and truth, one that serves her highest good on her journey. The top one? Okay. Ooh, so you got sexual arts, mother dear. What is the message here? I'm being told to tell you it's time for you to tap into your sensual energy, because it will help you connect more to your divine feminine. You've been operating in your divine masculine because it's a bit of a wall that you've put up, and you put it up as a defense mechanism. But the more you tap into that sensuality that dwells within, the more you'll tap into your divine feminine, and you'll be softer, right? Doesn't mean weaker, just softer. There'll be more balance. Right now, things are a bit out of balance. And although you're doing great on your healing journey, in regards to balancing your divine feminine, divine masculine energy, this is just another step in that healing. So you can put on some, music that makes you feel sexy and you can dance, and also really focus on your lower chakras, specifically your root and your sacral, with the intention that by releasing, cleansing, and healing those chakras, you are going to. Okay, my aunt is calling me on Facebook. So I apologize, y'all. Bring it back. You are going to actually empower yourself. So you're going to be feeding energy into your solar plexus. Okay. I'm just going to wait for this to stop and see if there's a way for me to end it, because now we're going to get into our breathing. All right, all right. So those of you that are over on Facebook, come on and join us over on YouTube. Come on, join us over there. All right, okay. So that is your message today. Let me know how it resonated, and let me know when you start doing that. And literally just sensual movements, just movements, and make sure that they're just kind of spirit led, not where you stand in the mirror twerking, looking back at it, making sure you're looking cute, just allow your body, your soul to guide you, make sure that you're swaying your hips and you're really allowing yourself to release that energy. You may use your hands to actually press that energy down, and that's something that's good for any of us that may be feeling like there's not a balance. Those of us that have feel like we've been forced to be strong all of our lives. So we tend to operate more so in our divine masculine, right? And it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, without that balance of your divine masculine and your divine feminine, then you're going to feel off balance, as well as your life is going to feel the same. Okay. So starting today. Awesome. Hey, Phyllis, welcome. Thank you for being here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our breathing. So for those of you joining again for the first time, welcome. So what we do is we start with our breathing, and I'd like you to close your eyes unless you're driving and just allow yourself to relax. And I'd like you to inhale slow and deep through your nose, as slow and deep as comfortable, that's comfortable, right, for you. And then visualize and feel that you're breathing in love and light, right? And then I'd like you to exhale slowly out of your mouth, and just allow yourself to release all that's no longer serving you with every exhale. Now, if there's something specific that you're choosing to release, then go ahead and focus on that specific thing and release it with every exhale, okay? Now, while you're breathing, I'm going to be sending you Reiki to your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra, but please keep in mind that this healing energy is intelligence, so it will travel wherever your body, your spirit, your soul is calling for it to do so, okay? So let's go ahead and start. Inhale slow and deep through your nose, love and light. And exhale, releasing all that's no longer serving you. Continuing to breathe in that love and light. And with every exhale, allowing yourself to release all stagnant, blocked, and energy that is no longer serving your highest good. And as you continue to breathe, I'll call on highest light guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, and ascended masters, all of highest light and love. I thank you for being here today, filling this space. I thank you for using me as a vessel of highest light and love. I thank you for delivering a message through me that serves the highest good of those I'm called to serve. May their hearts, their minds, and their spirits be open to receive whatever is for them. I thank you, and so it is. So as you continue to breathe in that love and light, and as you continue to release what's not serving you, I'd like you to bring your attention to your crown chakra located at the top of your head. Go ahead and give your crown chakra permission to open, opening your crown chakra now. Continuing to breathe slow and deep. Allow yourself to feel divine energy pouring in through your crown, divine energy of love and light entering your crown chakra now. Feeling that energy as it travels down to your third eye, extending out to your ear chakras. Feeling that warm, loving energy as it travels down to your throat, empowering you to speak your truth. Traveling down to your heart chakra, releasing and healing all pain and trauma. Down to your solar plexus, empowering you to stand firm in who you are on a soul level. Moving down to your sacral, releasing any sexual trauma, embracing your sensuality. And down to your root, feeling grounded in your soul and your spirit. And continue to feel that loving energy traveling down your thighs, your knees, your calves. Feeling it in your ankles and in your feet. And notice how the soles of your feet feel like they're starting to grow roots. You may feel it as a tingling sensation. Allow those roots to burst through, penetrating the center of Mother Earth. Allowing yourself to connect to the heartbeat of Mother Earth, feeling her divine, loving energy as it travels back up through the soles of your feet, up to your root, up to your sacral and your solar plexus, up to your heart, your throat, your ear chakras, and your third eye, and up and out through your crown. And just allow the energy of Mother Earth to dance with the energy of your highest source of divine light and love, bringing that energy back in through your crown, traveling and spreading throughout your entire cellular being, setting the intention that this healing energy will work through you throughout the rest of the day. With every inhale, you'll continue to breathe in love and light. And with every exhale, you'll continue to release all that's not serving you. And so it is. So when you are ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And if you feel more relaxed now than you did before we got started, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment and letting me know how you feel. Hey, Javi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you guys have not subscribed to Javi's channel, please go ahead and do so. Hey, Naya, welcome. It's been a while. Welcome back. Which deck first? This one. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get into our message, okay? Ooh, are those for us? Spirit said no, keep shuffling. Highest light, guides, angels. You guys realize I do have my pajamas pants on today, right? But at least it's better than when I have on panties. If I had to get up, you guys won't see my butt. Pull from the bottom. All right, top. Okay. Awesome. Phyllis said, I feel wonderful. Good, good. And see, that shows you how simple it is, you guys. For those of you that aren't grounding, it's so simple. It's so simple. You just simply start with an exercise like that, right? Something quick and simple that doesn't take much of your time, but it really makes a difference with how you feel energetically. So, okay. Natalie said, yes, PJ Queen. Yes, I take my shower. I get dressed up top for you guys, and then I throw on PJs. Let me show you which ones I have on today. Can you see? I have on the turquoise polka dots. Okay, top. All right. Okay. Spirit is saying that's it for now. Okay, so the first card, the one that fell on the floor, is the Power card. And when I picked it up and placed it here, it was in reverse, right? So what Spirit is saying that so many of you have disconnected from your divine wisdom, right? That wisdom within, right? It's buried not just beneath trauma, but it's buried beneath fear, right? Now, for some of you that have began working on releasing your traumas, whether it's from childhood, adulthood, yesterdayhood, Spirit is saying that sometimes there's still a level of fear there that prevents you from moving forward into your destiny, right? It's almost like that feeling of this is too good to be true. You know, the fact that you mean I can truly create my reality, I can truly manifest anything, nothing is out of my reach. What? Like, how absurd does that sound considering what we've been taught to believe, right? So, what Spirit is saying is, you are the king, the queen of your jungle being your life, right? When you think about, let's just think about coming to America, right? Let's say, you're walking through and think about how others bow to a king or a queen. Well, that's what reality does, right? It's about how you carry yourself. Now, if you carry yourself in a way of lack, right? Well, then your reality is going to reflect that. I'm being told to tell you to tap into your inner lion and your inner lioness. Now, this is no mistake. It's not being said that way because you're either a man or a woman. It's being said that way because of the balance, right? The balance that came through. Now, this was our second to our last card, right? It came through for all of us. So that message we received earlier about connecting to our sensual selves, right? Okay. So what I was just being told to tell you now, if you are a male that's watching or someone who identifies as a male, what Spirit is saying, to breathe, right? Breathe and allow your breath to connect to that divine feminine within, right? Breathe and allow your breath to connect with that divine feminine within. Oftentimes, as males, we've been taught to disconnect from our divine feminine. We've been taught that it's not masculine to cry. We've been taught that it's not masculine to feel or to express our feelings. And what Spirit is saying is that not only is it a part of being masculine, but it's necessary, right? Because being a masculine bodied or identifying as a masculine being, right? You still have a feminine side. And Spirit's saying you're wise beyond your conscious awareness. You're wise beyond your conscious awareness. What you're being called to do is to get in balance so that you can begin tapping into that wisdom and begin receiving divine guidance. And if you're receiving it, strengthen your ability because it continues to get stronger. The more balanced you are, it grows, it gets stronger. For some of you, you're stuck at a plateau and you really don't know how to go beyond the level of which you've reached. I'm hearing the healing continues, the healing begins, it doesn't stop, right? So I'm being told to tell you, literally, before I got in the shower, I woke up from a nap because I had my weekly healing session with Jillian. She's a shaman on our team and we meet weekly. And it was amazing. And so we've had this talk before, when you heal and you release like that bulk of your trauma, it's almost like the trash, right? You may have trash that you haven't gotten to, and it may not even be in the form of like trash in your trash can. It can be like in your closet. I haven't worn this since 1977. Why do I still have it, right? And it's not worthy to donate, so let me put it in the trash. So you may have had trash accumulated within your spirit that through your healing you've dumped, right? But now Spirit is saying, but what happens when you go out in life or you experience something else? Your trash still accumulates. So as you heal, that healing is continuous. It doesn't stop just because you took out the bulk of the trash, right? So for some of you, you may have reached a point where you're like, okay, I've healed and I'm good. And Spirit is saying, keep going. What about the stuff that's happening in the now? Keep going, release it, soul retrieval, let it go, right? Now, also the card we got is sacrifice. Natalie said polka dots are good luck. Okay, awesome. And I do feel grounded. Awesome, awesome. And so it is. And so it is. So, what I'm being told to tell you is some of the sacrifices that you're currently making as it relates to your life and your healing journey. You may not be able to see the long-term rewards and benefits, but there's plenty. And as I'm saying that, what Spirit is saying is for all of us to literally send energy to the world, right? Right now, the world is in a state of chaos, right? A state of chaos. And what I'm also being told to tell you is don't get caught up in the energy that's being put out there, right? Don't be caught up in that. Send that love and that light to the world. Send that love and compassion to those that are in positions of power that is creating this chaos, right? Pulling together from that point of Christ consciousness, that point of collective unity, and really sending a strong vibration, a strong wave of love to the world. Now, even if you're experiencing murky waters or what appears to be low vibrating energy in your life, whether it's with people that are in your immediate circle or just outside of yourself, what Spirit is saying is the sacrifice is for you to be able to take that higher stand, right? And show up in that love and light regardless of what's going on around you. Okay. I'm being told to tell you, this may not be for everyone. I'm sure it's not, but take a trip to someplace sunny. For some of you, it is specifically Hawaii. I'm hearing aloha. I'm also being told to tell you to trust your wings. So as we get the trust your wings, we move on to the fulfillment of wishes, right? Fulfillment of wishes. Now, what is it that you've set for yourself in the year 2020? I don't believe in resolutions, right? But I know tons of people do, right? And you may not either, but you, I'm sure, have set goals for yourself. So what are your goals for 2020? And I'm going to look to see what you all are saying or sharing what your goals are. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. Natalie said, yes, I'm ready to travel. So yes, yes, yes. And while I'm waiting for your comments, I'm going to read what the T says. It says, when you act with compassion, you will never be wrong. I love when Spirit shows up and shows out. So definitely what we're being called to do. My mom called my niece who's 10, and when they were talking, she said with so much venom, I hate Trump, and my mom was talking to her about hate and how strong of a word that is. And, when we feel things like hate or despair or fear, those are low vibrating feelings. And we talk about this all the time. When we're in control of our vibration, we're in control of our reality. When someone else is controlling our vibration, they are controlling us, right? So be in your power, right? Be in your power. And in order for you to have a fulfillment of wishes, it calls for you to be in your power. And you are most in your power when you're in that place of love, light, and compassion, right? Now, also, what I'm being told to tell you is that heart healing, right? The way you're able to feel love, light, and compassion for people that in the past you may feel didn't deserve it, right? Didn't deserve it, is to have a healed heart. Now, who are we to judge who deserves love and light and compassion? The rule of thumb is just to give it to everyone, because it's really not about them. It's about us, right? If I'm giving you anything other than love, light, and compassion, I'm the one that's suffering, right? You receiving the perks and the benefits of that love, that light, and that compassion is just a bonus, right? It's just a bonus. So let's see. Karina said, I'm hoping to open a cosmetology school. Well, I like to invite you to cancel, delete the term hoping, right? And just replace that with I am choosing to open a cosmetology school, because hope is lack, right? It's lack. So you're leaving it open to it may or may not happen. But if it's a choice that you're making, right? It gives it an even stronger boost of power to actually happen. And if you like to really boost that power, I am opening a cosmetology school because you have the power to do so. And everything that follows the phrase, I am, the unconscious mind believes to be true. And so it will happen. It will happen. So it is. And so it is. Natalie said, my goals are to travel and go with the flow. I'm ready to trust myself and the adventures Spirit has planned for me. And so it is. And so it is. So you're traveling, you're going with the flow, you're trusting yourself and all those adventures that's coming. Awesome. Hey, Pat, welcome. Welcome. Hey, Marshetta, welcome. Marshetta said, have patience, forgive, and give myself grace like I give others. Yes, so important. So important. You know, one of the things that we forget is to give ourselves the love that we're given so freely to everyone else, right? Giving ourselves the time, the energy, the effort that we give to everyone else that we love, and we leave ourselves out. Why is that? Why is that? So it's awesome. Hi, Fonda. Welcome. Fonda said, I'm getting a new job, career. And so it is. And so it is. And let's see. Yes, Karina said, I am opening a cosmetology school. And so it is. Pat said, healing my body, releasing excess weight, and growing my business. And so it is. So here's the next card we have, right? And it's heartache and loss. Now, when I got this card, I didn't really know. I don't know what any of the messages are until we get to it. But you see this card and you're like, heartache and loss. What is that, Spirit? Right? And so what Spirit is saying is right now, this is definitely the energy and the vibration that's going on in the collective, right? You may notice that it's a little tougher to be still. It's a little tougher to meditate. It's a little tougher to go within, right? And tune everything out. It's because of the vibrational frequency that's happening in the collective, right? So what I'm being told to tell you is don't buy into the heartache and loss, right? Don't buy into the heartache and loss. While it's sad what we're witnessing, right? And while it doesn't feel good what we're witnessing, we stand in our power, right? We stand in our power. I saw the cutest thing, the most amazing thing on social media. This couple, they were rescuing koalas and kangaroos. They had koalas in their cars, right? It was the cutest thing. And so what Spirit is saying is, and Natalie, as I'm saying this, I think of you. When you're feeling a certain way about the state of the world, ask yourself and ask Spirit, ask the divine, God the Most High, what can I do to make a difference? And then do it, right? It's like when Natalie was donating to the children that were affected by, all the stuff that was going on, the children that were being, Natalie, tell us what you were donating to. It was the children affected by, will you leave it in the comments? And if you're still donating, let us know. But yeah, it was just amazing that she took effort and took action to assist as opposed to buying into that low vibrating energy, right? Alicia said, learning to play and buy singing bowls, finding a space to do Reiki and a new peaceful living space. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, so here's the thing. Also, we're being told to speak our truth, right? Speak our truth. Speak your truth. And don't show up to every fight you're invited to, is what I'm being told to tell you, right? Speak your truth. Your truth comes from your soul, right? So as light warriors, light workers, and servants of the light, when we see what's going on, what is our truth? Like, connect to your soul. Go to your solar plexus and connect there. And what do you really feel about the state of the world, right? What do you really feel? And you can do that now. Just take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to connect to your solar plexus. And for those of you that aren't aware, your solar plexus is here, right? Connect to your solar plexus and really feel what's a message that you have for the world right now, right? Because oftentimes we get so caught up and we're vibing with the collective vibration that we forget that we're here to shift the collective, right? And so we're vibing with them. And now what's happening with the shift, right? So just connect to your soul. What message do you have for the world right now. Anyone that's caught up in this heartache and loss, anyone that's feeling hopeless, anyone that's vibrating just extremely low, what message do you have for them to help shift that? And what I'd like you to do is, those of you that are on social media, start connecting to your soul daily and delivering a message of love, light, and compassion so that you can do your part to shift, right? The collective consciousness. Because the news feed, I've cleaned mine up pretty well, but I've seen about two where it's like that hopelessness is there. And so if we can not only not feed into it, but also send a message from our higher selves to the collective, that's doing something, right? It's doing something. So let's see what you all are saying. Um, okay. Natalie said it was for school supplies. It closed now, though I'm still figuring out where to get the money. Um, awesome, awesome, awesome. I knew it was for school supplies, but I didn't know if it was for a specific cause. So, okay. Awesome. Yeah, yeah. And you inspired me. You inspired me to do something similar. Javi said, I'm getting ready to take a spiritual bath, but I'm listening. Go ahead and soak it out, my brother. And Phyllis said, I'm learning to do that, speak my truth. And here's the thing. Our truth may not be popular. It just may not be. There's like, I'd share with you all how before, if things were going on, I would be in debates, I would be in conversations, and in reality, I thought I'm doing something good, but I was just lowering my vibration. Now I save that energy for when spirit guides me to. So although you may notice, those of you that follow me on social media, I don't usually post about current events or things that's happening in the world. I don't address it at all most often. The only time I do is when spirit guides me to. It's not coincidental. It's just I'm not led to do so, so I don't, right? I'm choosing to keep my vibration and the vibration that I extend to you all in a certain space, right? So that is my truth, right? It doesn't always, speaking your truth isn't always a voice, right? It's not always a post, right? Sometimes it is that silence. And this goes back to where spirit was saying, you don't have to show up to every fight. You just don't, right? You don't. So Phyllis said, I needed this. My daughter is going through a situation and I'm learning when to get involved and when not to. Well, Phyllis, I would like to invite you to cancel, delete, need, because when we use need, what we're declaring is I need, and the universe responds by giving us more need. So it serves your highest good. It serves your highest good. And I'm so grateful to be here to assist with that. So we got sexuality. What is the message here? Okay, thank you. So what I'm being told to tell you is embrace your sexuality, whatever that may be, right? Whatever that may be. Whatever that may be, right? And now, some of you, when I say this, you may think, oh, that's not pertaining to me. Because when you think sexuality, you think, sexuality, like how you identify, right? But no, spirit is saying this does apply, right? As we venture off into being light workers and light warriors, sometimes we think, oh, I got to put my freak flag away, right? I can't wave it with pride. And spirit is saying that is not what that means, right? You are multifaceted. You are who you are, right? You were made perfect, whole, and complete. And if that is a part of who you are, wave that flag, right? Because there are people that are waving their flag and they think, well, if I got to put this away, but this is me. So I don't relate. Spirituality is not for me, right? So simple. Spirit is just saying, embrace your sexuality, whatever that is. For those of you that feel like you're living a lie because you're identifying based on what I'm hearing the public inclusive of your family, your friends, your coworkers would like for you to be, right? Spirit is saying, release that and be who you are. You were made perfect, whole, and complete. I'm also being told to tell you, don't be judgmental, right? On how others identify, right? Because what Spirit is having me share with you all is that there are so many degrees of separation, so many layers of separation, right? We've got the black and white, we've got the rich, the poor, right? We've got the gay, the straight, right? And everything in between, the up, the down, right? So many ways to separate the religion, right? You know, I'm this religion, I'm that religion, I'm spiritual. All of these ways to separate us, right? Because you know the saying, united we stand, divided we fall, right? So it's about standing united. It's about keeping our vibration high, right? It's no longer about bashing one another, judging one another, putting one another down, right? And also, when you encounter someone that's doing that to you, Spirit is saying, remember, you are a mirror, right? They are a mirror. And so, literally, what's happening is you're reflecting a part of them that they feel they're lacking, right? Or you're reflecting a part of them that they don't like within. And so they're now projecting. So the theme of our message is showing up in that love, that light, and that compassion, right? And as I'm saying that, Spirit is bringing me back, Phyllis, to your comment, and also knowing when to let go, knowing when to bow out gracefully, knowing when to send that love and that light from a distance, right? Wow. Wow. We've got a lot of cards that are talking about sensuality and sexuality and, you know, okay. So, as I was saying that, because ecstasy is our next card, right? And what Spirit is saying is, for some of you that have been considering practicing sex magic, and don't get scared by the word magic, right? Magic is just energy, moving energy around. Never, 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 never practice anything that's manipulative or taking away someone's free will. But what sex magic consists of is you being with your significant other, you know, or by yourself, right? And when you're in the act of your sexual activity, really focusing on what you're choosing to create and manifest. Now, what I'm being told to tell us is, as a collective, that positive energy that we're sending to the world, that peace that we're sending to the world, utilize that time to do that, right? Have your partner focus on world peace, right? Togetherness and unity, so that we can increase that vibration, right? So when we think in terms of manifesting, some of you know this, some of you, this may be redundant, some of you, it may be your first time hearing it. But when we think in terms of how we manifest, manifestation happens based on how we feel. The better we feel, the more powerful we are. And if you're doing it yourself, or if you're with the partner, the right one, it's one of the best feelings in the world, right? So your energy is at its highest state. So this is why when you're experiencing that ecstasy, Spirit is saying utilizing that, tapping into that, because sexual energy is so much more than just bodily pleasure, right? It's so much more. It's like the way that we bring forth souls into human form, right? It's such a powerful time, right? So what Spirit is saying is utilize this power that you've been blessed with to create that shift in the world, to really put that world peace, right? And you can share that message with others, because if we can come together and vibrate low, why can't we come together and vibrate high, right? Why can't we come together and vibrate high? So I love to see what those messages were, what those messages are when you connect to your soul that you have for the collective. So let's see what y'all are saying. Naya said, watching you pull these cards is feeling eerie. I asked Spirit if there were any hidden forces creating obstacles in my path. And so far, the cards you pulled are the same I pulled. Well, no, it's confirmation, right? It's confirmation. Are there any eerie forces, any hidden forces in Naya's path preventing her, creating obstacles? Okay. I'm being told to tell you the only force that are going to create obstacles is you, right? Is you. Now, when you ask, are there hidden forces? Now, here's the thing. This is kind of like a open-ended question, because there's always forces that are preventing or attempting to prevent us from embracing our light, right? From standing in the light, doing the work of light, right? So that is something that is always there. But if you're protecting and shielding yourself, although you know it's there, it's just bouncing right off of you, right? So when that bounce off of you is happening because you're so heavily protected, Now the only force is you, right? Is you. So Spirit is saying you're receiving confirmation. Okay. Yes, yes. Pat said sending love, light, energy all over the planet. Natalie said it was supposed to be local children in need, but I didn't have access to them, so I'm looking elsewhere. Awesome. And Lady Love, my beautiful mom said, be grateful when I say thank you. Everything changes for the better. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. And Karina said, yes, I struggle with letting go. And just claim it. I'm choosing right now to no longer struggle with letting go. I let go of all that no longer serves my highest good with ease, right? With ease. You'd be surprised about how powerful your words are. And when you speak it the way you'd rather it be, as opposed to the way it is, how quickly it becomes how you'd rather it be. Now, with our next card, I'm being told to read from the book first and then give you all the message. So, what we have is Sandalphon, Archangel Sandalphon, and Planetary Cycles. Planetary Cycles. And instantly I feel the shift we've been speaking of, the movement, right? So, those of you that have been connecting, we've been connecting quite a bit. You know, for quite some time now, I've been saying, I feel that there's a shift. There's a shift in the collective, and it's positive and it's powerful and it's strong, right? Well, we aren't the only ones feeling that. So now it's almost like when you know you're losing control, you do anything to regain control. That's what's happening in the world, right? That's what's happening. It's like that control is being lost because think about it. When could you go on social media and see light workers or things that were posted about, just back in the day, the things that we're uncovering and discovering, right, about our spiritual selves was not common talk a time ago. And now people are more open to their powers, knowing who they are on a soul level, healing and embracing who they are. And when you heal, you not only heal 7 generations before you and after you, but you facilitate healing for those around you because now you're planting seeds. They're seeing your growth. They're seeing how different your life is. And they're like, okay, I'm miserable right now. And yeah, I could use some of that. So sis, bro, what are you doing? Right? So it's like that shift that we've been feeling, they've been feeling it too. They've been feeling it too. So let's see what the message here in the book says. And it's Planetary Cycles. Okay, so it says Sandalphon as the angel of the earth element is completely interwoven with the swiftly flowing changes of Earth's planetary structure. Many changes have been prophesied, and many changes are now occurring. This card invites you to look to your own natural cycles and see that you are an organic being living on an organic planet. If you are currently enjoying a birthday or anniversary, see it as a crucial cycle marker in this life on earth and ask what aspect of your authentic self are you allowing to emerge at this time. Sandalphon is asking you to reveal how awe-inspiring you are and how you can allow the angels to carry you to a new level of inner peace, letting your true self come forth. Chant Ha to stabilize the earth element within you. This will help you to ground yourself as you move through this cycle change and hence to easily incorporate the many changes. So, ha, 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 right? And you can do that with your eyes closed, if you're laying or if you're sitting, ha, 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 and allow yourself to feel it in your solar plexus in your heart and just chant that, right? So again, Spirit is bringing the message through to not get caught up, right? And as we talked about earlier, that you may find it's a little tougher to be still, right? It's a little tougher. I was taking a sacred bath a couple of days ago, and I found it was so tough. And I usually don't have a tough time being still, but it was literally like I was struggling to be still and to go into that deep meditative state, right? And Spirit is like, it's what's going on. So although it took a little more effort, I hear that song, don't stop till you get enough, right? I didn't stop until I got it. So Spirit is saying the same thing, just really about guarding you, guarding you. Okay. So what I'm being told to tell you is those of you that identify as star beings, you have a really powerful calling on your life right now, right? Because we don't all come from the same origin of light, right? We don't all come from the same origin. Some of us are star beings, some of us are from the sea, just different places. But for those of you that identify with being star beings, Spirit is saying you have a really powerful calling on your life right now, really stepping up and leading, right? Being a voice for those that don't have one, being a voice for those that are too scared to speak their truth, right? Being strength when others are being weak, right? Or feeling weak. Okay. So what I'm receiving for the next card, the sensual arts, in addition to what we received when my mother got her personal message, what Spirit is saying is, for those of you, and I believe this came up before, those of you that feel like I don't need a man or I don't need a woman or I don't need a partner, right? Spirit is saying to release that. That is another form of separation. That is another falsehood that you've been taught. And to understand that when you come into union with your divine counterpart, it raises the vibration of love. And when you have that love with that one that is designed for you, that one that the divine created for you, right? That is when your power is even more so increased, right? So some of you may be in relationships with the one that's not the one, someone that's not the one. Some of you may be in a relationship where you aren't in balance with your divine feminine or your divine masculine. So the relationship is a little bit off, right? And Spirit is saying, if that's the case and they are the one, it's time to heal that part of you. You may find yourself speaking harshly, right? Or not speaking kindly, or not saying please and thank you, or just being very demanding, right? Or you may find yourself being overly sensitive, or vice versa. They may be the ones. And so what Spirit is saying is that it's time for you to really heal those places in you that has shut off, right? Whether it's your divine feminine or your divine masculine, and get in balance. You're also being called to stop wasting your time. Now, when we use the phrase waste your time, I'm being told that that's coming through because that's how some of you may identify with relationships that are not with the one. But what Spirit is having me remind you of is there's no such thing as wasted time as long as you learn lessons, right? But for many of you, you're beyond that lesson point, and Spirit is just saying now it's about claiming it, right? Claiming it. And by claiming it, it's about being ready yourself. So being all that you're choosing to receive in love, right? And if you are operating from an unhealed place, it's a little difficult to be what you desire and deserve from another, right? So first, we're being called to heal. We're being called to release those traumas. We're being called to release that imbalance, right? And then we're being called to be not only to ourselves, but for ourselves, what we're seeking in a mate. Okay, let me see what you all are saying. So Natalie said, "Oh, thank you." Um, Pat said, "Gotta run. I'll have to catch the replay. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, Pat. And thank you for always showing up." Okay, so the next card that we got is beauty, right? And what Spirit is telling me, beauty is not surface, right? Beauty isn't even skin deep. Beauty is about your soul, right? So this is coming through as multiple messages. I'm receiving some of you are aging and you're not doing so gracefully. You're fighting it tooth and nail, right? You may not even be at that point where you're showing signs of aging and you may be focused on aging, right? Spirit is saying, remembering that you have a beautiful soul, remembering that your soul remains forever young and youthful as long as you allow yourself to connect to your inner child, right? And so, what Spirit is saying is, the more connected you are to your soul, the more connected you are to your inner child, the more long lasting your youthful appearance will be, right? And then also by doing this, you won't be so focused on it, which also contributes to it lasting longer, right? I'm also being told to tell you not to judge a book by its cover. Now, it was coming through at first as others outside of yourself, but also yourself. So, Spirit is saying it's time for you to really connect with your soul. Stop looking at, I'm hearing material things, right? Material things that make you feel worthy, valuable, and complete, right? Stop looking to others, right? Because now when we hear the message we just received about connecting to that divine counterpart, right? It's not about looking for someone to make us happy, right? Or to bring peace into our life. It's about someone adding to, right? Because we're not looking for 50-50, right? We're not choosing 50-50. It's about 100-100, right? So in order for you to receive all the beauty that life has to offer, all the beauty that the divine has to offer, it's about you connecting to your soul and seeing the beauty there, right? I'm hearing you're definitely in a place of sunsets. What does that mean? You're definitely in a place of sunsets. You're definitely in a place where your light is shining so bright, right? And nothing can dim your shine but you. Now, as I'm telling you this, Spirit is telling me to also share my experience today with my healing with Jillian. And literally, one of the things that I saw was a heart, right? And this heart was so bright. You know, when the sun, although we're told not to look at the sun, I've looked at the sun a time or two, right? Um, for my pineal gland. I'm not going to recommend you do it just because, it was my choice and nothing happened to me. I actually felt refreshed and rejuvenated. But anyways, you know how the sun is for those of you that have looked at it, how bright it is. The heart was like that. And then I saw this like shadow, this dark shadow attempting to come and cast over the heart. And it was like it bounced off, it was repelled, right? So for me, I understood that Spirit was telling me that I am protected, right? I'm protected and it's safe for me to love, right? Now, I'm also being told to share this with you because that message was not just for me. We are safe. We are protected. It's safe for us to love and it's safe for us to expose our most vulnerable parts of ourselves, right? Because what is the most vulnerable part of yourself? It's your soul. When you show up on a soul level, that is you completely naked, completely free of the mask, the material things, and all these things outside of self that tell you now you're beautiful, now you're perfect, now you're complete, right? That is the most naked you can be. And so Spirit is saying it's okay. That's where your power is. That's where your strength is. And whatever comes your way, as long as you're doing the work of the divine and you're doing the work of light and you're loving yourself, it'll be repelled. You're protected. Then I saw, it was like I was in this cave and I look up and I see all these ancestors and they were like waving at me. They were happy that I could see them. And they were just like, hey. And I'm like, okay, hey, thanks for being here, right? And so again, you're surrounded by angels. You're surrounded by guides, right? But it's about you activating that protection, right? Activating that protection, claiming it, and doing your part to make sure you're protected. But Spirit is saying, get naked. Get naked. The time is now, right? The time is now for you to accept that guidance, right? Okay. And I'm also being told to tell you the time is now for you to stop seeing things one way and start seeing things for what they are, right? Question everything you've been taught, everything you've been taught, right? And open yourself up to say, okay, Spirit, okay, God, okay, Jehovah, okay, the universe, whatever you refer to your highest source of power as, show me truth and allow me to recognize truth when I'm in the midst of it, right? So it's easy to just believe and trust what we've been taught. And it's a little tougher to step outside of that and explore. Think about when you were a child and you went outside. You guys remember those days? I don't know about you. I was so happy when I got old enough to ride my bike outside by myself because my friends and I, we were all over the city of Berkeley, all over the city of Berkeley, bike riding and having so much fun. We were exploring. We didn't just stay on our street and ride up and down the sidewalk, right? Spirit is saying, remembering your childlike self, it's so valuable, right? It's not just about watching a cartoon that you used to like, or it's not just about eating that ice cream. For me, it was bubblegum. If they ever make bubblegum ice cream and vegan, it is a wrap. But no, Spirit is saying the mindset of a child, right? The mindset of a child, that fearlessness, right? That fearlessness, that confidence, that unwavering faith in yourself, right? You were more connected to God when you were a child than you are now because you trusted in the fact that you could be anything. And then somewhere along the lines, you became an adult and started doing the adult thing, and you were fed limits. And instead of saying, no, thank you, I don't eat limits, you gobbled it up. And you are what you eat, right? So now you're operating in this limiting belief, and Spirit is saying, get back to your power. Release that, heal that. Be who you are on a soul level, right? Be who you are on a soul level. You can't be made in the image of the divine and have limits. You can't be made in the image of the divine and be powerless. If you're connecting with any of those states of being, it's because you're choosing it, right? And that may sound like I'm not choosing that. Well, if you're not healing it, releasing it, you're choosing it. You're choosing it, right? For you to be made in the image of the divine and to lack peace or balance, right? So it's time for you to choose. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to do something about it, right? So let's see what you all are saying. Yes, yes, yes. Karina said, I am. Lady Love said, I concur. I'll be 63 on the 23rd, and my spirit feels youthful. I realize my beauty is my soul. Grateful. And you know what's so funny? Those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you see I post my workout pictures, and I tell you, every time I post them, I hear Suge Avery talking about, you show is ugly, because those faces I be making, oh, good Lord, those faces are a mess, right? But hey, that's what I look like when I'm working out. But but anyways, when I first started seeing my trainer, and I was talking about my mom and I working out, and my mom coming and us, doing it together, and she was speaking about being able to cater things, and I picked up on, with my mom about to be 63, and I was like, my mom probably in better shape than me. She sees a trainer regularly. She works out regularly. If she's not with her trainer, she's on her bike 2 hours. My mom's in shape. But see, this is the thing. Connecting to your inner child, connecting to your inner youthfulness, right? It keeps you youthful because time is an illusion. So when you're connecting to your soul is eternal. It's gonna die, right? Whether you look to when it happens, it's still gonna happen. It's happening daily, right? But our soul is eternal. So when we connect to that eternal space within, right? Then the only thing we're focusing on is what we came here to do as a soul. Like, why did our soul incarnate in this body at this time? What is my mission? Why am I here? And what am I being called to do so that I can serve? It starts with you. It starts with me, right? I had to heal me before I could serve you, right? There's that self-love, right? That self-love, breaking those patterns, right? Breaking those cycles, right? And I'm just hearing again, also questioning what you've been taught. Michaela said, it's crazy how the transformation is actually happening. It is. It is. And we've been feeling it. We've been feeling it. I'm being told to pull a charm for us as a collective. Let's see. What time is it? Uh-oh, it's 2:28, my birthday. And we are making great timing, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. You know, it's so funny. We were talking about timing last week, and I said, it's not like I'm going to stop. It's not like I'm going to stop, the messages, but I'm setting the intention because Spirit has been telling me to be mindful of your time. I'm setting the intention that we'll just be done on time. Look at that. Look at Spirit. Okay, so we got butterfly. Butterfly. Oh, this is awesome because you know what? There's so many versions of the butterflies in this charm deck. But when I looked at those holes, in the wings, look at that. Spirit was saying to be transparent. We are being called to be transparent. What does that mean? Be ourselves. Allow the world to see you, right? Allow people to see you. It goes back to this when we talked about this. Be who you are. Doesn't matter who you are, just be, right? And it doesn't matter where you are on your healing journey. Like you may be in a space where you may still have stinking thinking more often than not, right? And that's okay. Spirit is saying be transparent, be you. Don't hide, because what you're hiding, you can't heal. And 9 times out of 10, you're not hiding from anyone but yourself, right? So be transparent. Be transparent. And also tap into that place that allows you to soar, right? That allows you to soar. For some of you, you have specific ancestors that are by your side. That's letting you know that they're here. They haven't left, right? And they're just waiting for you to connect to them. They're just waiting for you to call on them. Call on them. If you're open to receiving guidance and information, right? Because they've been here protecting you, but let them know I'm open to communicating. And for some, that may be through the dream state. You may not be like, hey, just show up and start dropping stuff so I know you're in my house. That may be too much, right? But if that's the case and you're that one, or you may be like me, like with my grandparents, like, yes, come through. Let me see you, right? You may choose to have them come in your dreams. And if you see them in your dreams, no, it's not just a random dream. They're there for a reason to communicate with you. So, yeah. No, not today, Cheryl. 2/28. When I looked up, it was 2/28, and February 28th is my birthday. So, yes, my mom will be 63 January 23rd, and I will be 43 February 28th. So, Fonda said, I found my Siberian ancestors through drumming. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. And Fonda, when you said that through drumming, right? I was seeing a women's circle where what we talked about with that sensual movement, you know, having something like that. And then also for others of you that are on today, you know, you may put on sensual music, but for some of you, putting on native drums and just allow yourself to move. You'll know if that resonates, or if you put the music on, you can find native drumming on YouTube and it feels like you're feeling it in your soul, then use that with that sensual movement that we talked about to unblock and clear those lower chakras, right? Okay, so Spirit really got us done. It's 232. 232. 232. I look at the time and I speak in terms of, you know, angel messages, 232. So while I'm putting these cards away, I'm being told to look up 232 and give you all the message of that number. But also now what we're going to do is we're going to open up our floor, our space for the $20 mini reading. So for those of you joining for the first time, at the end of Empower Hour, I offer $20 mini readings. And if you're interested, you're able to pay the 20 either on Cash App or PayPal. And you have a single question you can ask and I'll tap in and give you your answer, or you can just request a general. So yes, Pisces. And Karina's birthday is on the 24th, right? The 24th. I know the other day I was like, is it the 24th or the 25th? It's the 24th, right? I don't know if Denise is still on, but Denise's birthday is the 24th as well. Wait, that's not the link. Okay, let me see. And let's get that mirror effect going. There are 15 people currently on with us on YouTube, and we have 13 thumbs up. So if you haven't given the video a thumbs up, please do. Please do. Okay, so Denise is on, and she's the 24th also. She happens to be my sister, my best friend in the whole wide universe. And then Shamika's February 14th. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. So, Shamika, you're an Aquarius. You're an Aquarius like my mom and my younger son. So yeah, and thank you all. See, we have that mirror effect. 232. Let me look that up. You guys, I don't know if you guys can notice when I'm like tapping in while I'm talking to you all, but I totally forgot. I knew there was something the spirit told me to do, and I'm like, bring it back because I forgot, and it was to look up 232. Let me see. Denise said, thank you for the message. Love you to life, sis, and talk to you soon. Got to finish working. I love you too. And look up 232 on your own then, okay? So let's go in. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the angel number messages, if you put in Google, like whatever the number is, 232 is what we're working with today, and then angel number after, it'll pull up the message. So let's just go ahead and see what that message is. It says angel number 232 is a combination of the vibrations of number 2 appearing twice, doubling its attributes and influences, and the energies of number 3. Number 2 resonates with faith and trust, diplomacy and cooperation, duality and finding balance, relationships and partnerships, intuition and insight, service and duty, and your divine life purpose and soul mission. Number 3 relates to optimism and joy, inspiration and creativity, self-expression and communication, manifesting and manifestation, imagination and intelligence, energy, growth and expansion, spontaneity, encouragement, and assistance, talent, and skills. Number 3 is also the number of the ascended masters. So angel number 232 is a message to stay focused on your aspirations, goals, and expectations, and stay centered in your faith and trust. You are working in alignment with the energies of the ascended masters, and they are currently helping and guiding you through your next life steps and actions. Maintain a diplomatic, harmonious, and caring attitude towards others. Are we just talking about that? And you will find that all it says you need, but we're going to cancel delete need, all that serves your highest good will fall into place for you in divine right time. Angel number 232 is a message from the angels and ascended masters that they are available for guidance and assistance whenever you ask. Call upon them whenever you wish to have faith and trust in yourself and the universal energies as you serve your divine life purpose and soul mission. It's also associated with the number 7. So look up the number 7 on your own. But powerful. That was a good wrap up, right? It resonated with everything that was coming through for us today. So let's see. Oh, okay. Awesome. Awesome, Natalie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let me know if you have a specific question or if you'd like a general. And if there's anyone else that is interested in a mini read, let me know so that I am able to stay on, right? So like right now, it's like Natalie is letting me know she sent her payment. She'd like one. And so if I don't see that you're heading over to send your payment, I'll be like, okay, well, we're done now. So just let me know as you go over to send your payment. Charmaine, they're $20 for a single question, or you can ask for a general. And so I'm going to send you the Cashapp and the PayPal link. Okay. And so let's see. Natalie said, I'd like a message from spirit as I make these changes in business. I'm going to offer group personal mentorship. Awesome. And I'm starting a tarot school, and I'll begin consults before taken. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, you know that those things are aligned with what came through for you. I believe it was your personal reading, or I don't know if it was your personal or your reading last week, but definitely with the group and the personal mentorship. I just heard you're definitely ready. Tarot school is good because not everyone reads tarot, and it's definitely a positive tool. Also taking some of the fear away, because there are many people that have a fear of tarot. They automatically associate it with something negative, evil. I'm being told to tell you also have space to do meetups in the park during the summertime. I'm hearing you can do them with women. You can also do them with children, and you can do them with mothers and their children. This will consist of meditation techniques, also days where they're able to connect with their inner child, where the child kind of takes the lead. Okay, and I'm being told to explain that to you because oftentimes what happens is, when we become parents, we don't really look at our children as our guides, right? Or our teachers. We take on that responsibility of now it's time for me to teach them. And what Spirit is saying is by having the children take the lead, what you're able to foster in the mothers, and eventually I'm hearing it'll be fathers too, but starting with the mothers, is them being able to connect with their inner child and being able to look at their children more as teachers as opposed to just looking at them as these beings that they birth that they're called to teach. And I'm being told to ask you, have you decided on the school yet? Allow yourself to be guided. Because this is my left. Okay. So it's really weird, Natalie. I'm hearing you have so much energy in your right arm, but then I feel it in my left. And it's amazing because the feeling I'm feeling is almost like a Harry Potter type feel. When I look at Harry Potter, I don't believe it. I haven't watched the whole series, but I've watched some of Harry Potter and I know, they do magic and stuff, right? And so it's coming through like the way I would imagine magic feeling as it's going through the wand, right? I don't know why Spirit is saying you're right, but I'm feeling it in my left. So give me clarification on that. You have so much magic, so much energy. You also have healing hands. People can feel your energy through your touch and through your spoken word. Writing more poetry that describes your experiences and reading them at these meetups at the park, right? And then also encouraging the children to write about what they're feeling and what they're experiencing, right? And I'm hearing doing so in like story form, poem form, because sometimes it's difficult for them to connect with their parents and to share what they're going through. So by doing it this way, it'll make it easier. As far as your mentorship, you're totally ready. I just keep hearing just allow yourself to be guided. Don't overthink it. Don't keep up with the Joneses. Be your authentic self. You have so much to give, so much wisdom. And what's going to happen, you hear a lot that you're an old soul, you're very wise and mature beyond your years. What's going to happen is by you stepping up and taking on this role, you're going to activate divine wisdom that's stored within your soul that you didn't even know was there, right? So be prepared for a shift in how you serve. And that's going to translate as well during your readings on YouTube. Okay. I'm also being told to tell you, first I heard, how are you doing with the dating? And what I heard was, don't forget to have fun. Don't forget to date. Don't forget those things because you're stepping into a cycle where you're taking on a lot, right? School, serving, and studying is coming through as well, but I'm being told it's not just school studying, it's just studying in general, studying life, right? So Spirit is saying make sure you keep that balance and you have that fun. I'm hearing once a month and once a week. Anything else for Natalie? I'm being told to pull a charm and a card for you. Okay, thank you so much, Charmaine. Natalie, you just can't escape Megan Thee Stallion, can you? Can you? And then I heard, you know, that guy from that movie, I'm the Captain Now, right? You remember that movie? Do you know? I don't know the name of the movie, but they like took over the ship. You cannot get away from Megan Thee Stallion, can you? I'm hearing you the captain now. What you're also going to be doing is bringing that fun back to spirituality. Showing people that it's okay to be themselves, right? Which is huge. Okay, and I don't know why I just heard twerk team. Am I pulling from this deck for Natalie? Okay. I heard twerk team, but it was coming through like I'm literally seeing like you with these moms, not with the children, but you with these moms, and you guys are just dancing and like, you know, having a good old time, but there's a purpose behind it, right? And it is falling under that tapping into their sensual selves. Now, what's coming through is it's more single parents that I'm seeing you working with as far as this whole meetup in the park thing. It's more single parents. And so oftentimes when you are a single parent, you tend to neglect the divine feminine part of yourself, right? Being strong for everyone. And you got courage. Just being courage. Just I was hearing courageous and fearless at the same time. Being courageous and fearless in all your pursuits and really deciding what you like to do. So what is it that you doing this work, right? What would you like to accomplish, right? How would you like to shift? What would you like the outcome to be for those that you serve? And what would you like to gain from it, right? Because we've talked about this before. It's light work. So you do the work of light and you get rewarded through payments. Now, this payment isn't just about a financial payment or the energy of money. It's also an energetic form of payment. So really sitting down with your goals and talking to your divine spirit team and letting them know, okay, I'm signing up. I'm signing up for duty. I'm ready to serve. So now that I'm here ready to serve, let's go over this contract once again so that my conscious mind is aware of what we agreed to when I was still a soul, right? And then set down and set your boundaries of how you like everything to flow, how you like to receive, you know, when we talk about being in control of our gifts, right? Because the more you serve, the more they come through. So being clear on your boundaries and then also determining how you would like to serve, what you'd like the outcome to be, how much you'd like to make, right? The financial component of it, and then what you'd like to receive energetically, right? Just being very clear. Okay. And let's see what you're saying. Okay, let me go and see. You said, yes, they're so in alignment with the message you've been given, yet powerful. Yes, I think Penn State could be the one. How do you feel? Because I just heard you think, like, you know, like when you ask your teacher, can I go to the bathroom? And like, I don't know, can you? My teacher, Miss Smith, used to always say that. Um, you're choosing to visit first. Cancel, delete that want. I feel it in my left too. That's why my tattoo is there on the left. Okay, so thank you, Spirit. What Spirit is saying is, although you feel it in your left, it's in the right too, right? And that balance, the more balanced you become, the more you'll feel it on both sides, right? So also what I'm being told to tell you is, you know, traditionally your left is your receiving side, right is the giving side. So you are ready to give, right? You're ready to give. So the fact that you're feeling it on the left, you've been able to receive and you've been able to learn, and now you're ready to begin giving. So you feel it on that side because you're comfortable in that space. And now you're embarking on the side where you're going to be giving. So Spirit is letting you know you have it there too. That makes sense. Now he said, "This is so beautiful. I'm excited. I'm working through the fear. I've been affirming that I am good enough. I get afraid of saying the wrong thing. And just know, as long as you're spirit led, there is no wrong thing, right? There is no wrong thing. And even you've seen where I'll be giving readings, whether it's in REM or whether it's one on one, and something will come out, and I'll say, okay, what's the message there? Because there's no mistake. We've even had that happen here on Empower Hour. So, um, Karina said, I sent it. I need a general on my marriage. Okay, I'll get that to you. And cancel, delete, need. And for those of you that would like the list of the lack language versus abundance language, if you go to the description box in any one of the videos, you'll see the free interactive ebook, Everything Starts with Remembering. Download that, and the lack language versus abundance language list is in there. So it'll show you what we speak that's lack. We've been taught to speak in lack from the time we started school. Before that, because our parents were taught. So we've been speaking lack all our lives, and what you can replace it with so that you're now speaking abundantly, right? Okay. Natalie said, I'm seeing the guy this weekend. LOL. We'll have fun. I promise. Good, good, good. Natalie said, wait. I am the captain now. Yes. I'm freaking out. Let's see. Natalie said, with the moves, yes, 10-10, lower chakra work. Yes. I choose for them to feel free and choose to be free to travel the world. You notice how I just canceled the want for you. Now I said, okay, contract, period. Period, poo. um, let's see. If you sent it, Phyllis, yes, I did. Let's see. Now they say you're always on point for me. I'm so grateful. Thank you. And you're welcome. Charmaine is requesting a general reading to give spirit the floor. Natalie said, LMA, oh, I feel like Penn State is the one. I will fill out the campus. Yes. I was receiving a yes too, but spirit told me not to tell you that at the point where I read it then. Um, Charmaine said, beautiful, amazing, Ashe. Thank you. You're so welcome, and thank you for allowing me to serve you. And now I said, period, Pooh. I love that phrase. Okay, so let's see. And thank you, my beautiful sister, for allowing me to serve you. I appreciate you. And I am looking forward. I'm looking forward to everything you're doing. And you know, that tarot class may be on my radar. I don't read tarot because I don't like to have to remember what stuff means. I have tarot cards, and when I use them, which is rarely use them, I read them the same way I do oracle cards. I just let spirit give me the message. That's the reason why I call it lazy, but that's why I don't read tarot, because each one means something, and it's like, spirit, just give me the message. It's easier. So let's see who was next. I believe Karina was next. Okay, and information on her marriage. What's the message for Karina regarding her marriage? What's the message for Karina regarding her marriage? I'm hearing it's time for you to begin trusting in the divine plan. You may feel like this marriage has run its course, but you're afraid to step out on faith because there's so many years that you've put in. And I'm hearing also there's comfort in discomfort. It's not like this marriage has to end, but there are some things happening within the marriage that serves your highest good and his to end. You guys can come back together if you learn to sweep away the water under the bridge. And I'm seeing it like a bucket, like you're picking up water together and you're pouring it out, right? And then I'm hearing underneath the water, there's beautiful floors. I'm hearing you have to give your love a chance, but it starts with you loving you. You've been hurt in the past and you carry that hurt with you everywhere you go. I'm hearing it's attached to your soul. And so everything you do, this hurt is reflected in some way, shape, or form. Now, to the naked eye, they aren't aware, right? They can't pinpoint. It's more about how you view people in the world around you. Lack of trust, feeling like an outsider oftentimes. You put on a happy face and you smile and everyone thinks everything is all good, but inside you feel like there's something missing. So it's time for you to wake up to who you are. It's definitely time for you to heal. It's time for you to stop being afraid, to stand on your own 2 feet. And this isn't materialistically, this is energetically, emotionally. I'm hearing it's time for you to release yourself from the captivation. Is that even a word? Of past things that have plagued you. I'm hearing you went to school and weren't really liked by the girls, you were often teased. And now you're being called to release that trauma, even. Something that seems so small, it sticks with us, right? How we're perceived and how we believe people to perceive us affects the way we show up. You've done a good job masking. I'm hearing masking the pain, masking your feelings, but now it's time to free yourself. Okay, so I'm now being redirected back. So to answer your question, it's not that the relationship is over, but there is some cleanup that must take place in order for it to thrive and survive. And I'm starting to feel really hot right now. Ooh, specifically on my neck. What's that about? I'm being told to tell you also it's time for you to be a little more sensual, spice it up a bit. And then I'm hearing going through the change, going through the change. And I'm being told to tell you to have a smooth transition through the change. And I'm not receiving that you're going through it now or not, but I'm just being told to tell you to start researching. I'm hearing herbs, things that you can incorporate in your diet that will balance your hormones. I'm hearing an imbalance, a hormonal imbalance. Also finding that balance between prayer and meditation. And then I'm also telling her, I'm also being told to tell you, I said it to you like I was hearing it. I'm hearing wind beneath your wings, the song. Okay, why is this coming through the wind beneath? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I keep hearing, okay? Because it just keeps coming to me in this same way. And then I'm going to leave it to you to decipher this part. But I'm hearing mother, brother, sister, father. And then I hear the part of the song where it talks about, did I ever tell you you're my hero, right? Mother, brother, sister, father. I just keep hearing mother, brother, sister, father. And then, did I ever tell you you're my hero? I keep hearing that part. I'm hearing reconnecting with family, having a talk, a long talk is what I heard. Clearing some chaos and confusion. Right now, you're in a cycle of clearing. When you clear, everything's going to feel better. Your relationship will improve. You'll be sure. You'll be happy. And you'll know what to do next. Is there anything else? Let me see what you're saying. And then I was told to pull a charm for you. Um, okay. Hmm. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Bye, Michaela. Thank you. Okay. Okay. No, this is no, this isn't Phyllis. This is Karina. Karina, you asked about your marriage, right? This is for Karina. And have this musical charm. Okay. So I'm hearing music is significant, and then I'm hearing this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine and ring around the rosies. So, and now I'm feeling some things in my heart. Part of what you're being called to heal stems in childhood. Also connecting to those songs you used to sing as a child. I'm hearing you have music in your spirit, instruments, drums and flutes. I'm hearing church choir, lots of hymns, spiritual hymns is coming through. Also, what I'm being told to tell you is connecting to your ancestors through spiritual hymns and calling on your ancestors to help guide you. Your ancestors in spirit form, calling on them to help guide you in this physical world. Is there anything else? I'm being told to tell you, tell her she knows what must be done. She knows what she must do. Now it's just about having the courage to do it. You must know that nothing is a coincidence. And as you seek, you will find. So step outside of fear and open yourself to receive the blessings that you've asked for. And you'll know what that is. She doesn't have to decipher that for you. It's time. Allow yourself to be guided fearlessly into your future. You're ready. Things will blossom. And as I received things will blossom, it was coming through your business, right? Your business. It wasn't anything else that just came through. But although I saw like your business, right? Everything will blossom as a result. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's see. Um, no worries, Cheryl. Karina said I've always masked my feelings. 23 years of marriage. I'm not. You're not. What is that too? Um, and right now I'm feeling a bit of a pain. Or are you saying you're not going through the change? Is that what that is? Because yeah, but I'm feeling in my back, pain in my back. So that's always an indication for me. Well, most often it has been different at times for others, but most often it's an indication that there's past stuff that's hindering you. And literally that's what I'm receiving it is for you right now. And it's almost like it's like stiffening up all the way into my neck, right? It started on this side and then it's like I feel it down both sides of my spine and I feel it in my neck. And I'm being told to tell you to be in flow. Be in flow, right? Don't be so rigid. Perfection is only achieved when you know you're already perfect, whole, and complete. Perfectly imperfect is what I'm receiving. Yeah. I'm hearing speak your truth. That message is for you. But it came through kind of like Tigger. Speak your truth. That message is for you. That's how it came through. I just didn't give you the extra ooh on the end. So, yeah. Well, that is the message that I got for you. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. And I am looking forward to working together. So, if you're still meditating and praying about that, let me know when you receive whatever you receive. And let's do it. Yeah. Okay. So let's see who was next. I'm gonna go back up. Um, okay, so Natalie, I believe Charmaine, I believe you're next. Yep. And then I believe you said to just allow spirit to deliver whatever comes through for you. What? I just heard wash the dishes. And then I was like, what? And then I heard wash the dishes. Say it. I don't know if that's literally washing dishes or if it's something metaphoric, but I was told to tell you to wash the dishes. Well, not to wash the dishes. I was just told to say wash the dishes. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So this is for Charmaine. What message do you have for her? Charmaine, the wash the dishes was what I was told to tell you. Let's see. Karina said, I can't remember what I sung as a child. I sing in the choir. Okay. I'm hearing it's one of the ways your soul feels free. Charmaine, I'm now talking to Karina. I'm gonna tap back into your energy in just a second. I know sometimes the comments are delayed. So I always like to be able to take a little bit of time to talk to whomever I did the read for. So I'm just responding to her comments. All right. Okay. I was checking to see whose energy I was connected to. Spirit said you're now connected to Charmaine's energy. So I'm feeling some solar plexus discomfort and some heart chakra discomfort, Charmaine. Stop carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Allow yourself to relax a bit. You have so many goals, but yet you're a little bit stagnant, and it's preventing you from completing just one. The reason is because you're super talented and you're being called to focus, right? There's time to get to them all, but you're being called to prioritize and not attempt to do them all at the same time. Which one is most important to why you're here in the now, right? You have so many talents, so many skills, so many things that you're good at. And people are always pulling you in multiple directions, right? But they pull you because you allow it. And so, what Spirit is telling me to tell you is to begin setting boundaries, right? Allow yourself to be freed from the chains of expectation. And it's not even about the expectations of others, it's like you have this expectation on yourself. And as I'm talking, oh my goodness, like, oh, the feeling that I'm feeling in my chest and in my back, like it feels exhausting, but there's like a hint of sadness there, right? It's so uncomfortable. You just got to free yourself, right? You have the reason why you're attracting people that do that is because of the fact that this is how you operate within yourself. Overachiever. I'm hearing you've always been an overachiever, right? You feel most valuable when you're being complimented for your accomplishments, right? And what spirit is saying is to know and remember, right? Because we don't ever learn anything new. We're just remembering because our soul is all knowing. Remembering who you are, remembering that you're already perfect, right? These things that you do don't make you even more perfect. Now, as I say that, what spirit is saying that you may not necessarily connect with that per se, because this is more an unconscious thing where it's like you're so in the habit of being an overachiever and doing, going, that it's become a part of who you are. So you're so disconnected from the feelings associated with why you move that way. It's time for you to play a little more. Get out with your friends. I'm hearing have a drink of wine if that's your thing. And then I just heard or Kool-Aid or lemonade. I haven't had Kool-Aid in years. And then I heard grape. But I'm hearing again, but also allow yourself to be free. A lot of people look to you for guidance and advice. And while you're able to give them guidance, sometimes you feel a bit lost in your own life, in your own world. It's because you're pouring from an empty cup. I'm hearing you're giving so much that you're depleting your energy. There's nothing left for you. Say no more often. Start thinking about it before you say yes. Thinking as in, let me think about it, not necessarily thinking about it, right? Because spirit is also saying, alleviate the thinking about things and feel your way through it, right? Feel, does this feel good on a soul level? If it does, yes, I can do that. Yes, I'll participate in that. If it doesn't, don't let the mind, that thought where I'm hearing, if I do this, it'll make her so happy, or if I don't do this, she'll be upset or he'll be upset, right? And again, like I'm gonna show you, like, whew, in here, like here, this whole area, I'm just feeling so much like, ugh. I'm being told to tell you to stretch your body and stop stretching yourself thin. More rest, more relaxation. Rest is coming through like more sleep, sleepless nights. You can help increase your ability to rest and fall asleep at night by listening to guided meditations. On our channel, there's a whole playlist with different guided meditations. See if any of those resonate with you, and if it does, listen to it at night for 21 consecutive nights. Right? You can do more if you feel led, but 21 consecutive nights. I'm also being told for you to check out the inner child guided meditation, and only do it when you're not driving, because in those, when I do guided meditations, I put a hypnotic component in it so that those high vibrating commands, that they penetrate your unconscious mind. So it's best for you not to be driving or anything like that when you listen. I'm being told to tell you flee from what's not serving you. And I'm hearing fight or flight. In the past, this is how you've operated, fight or flight. And at one point, you got tired of fighting, and that's when the people pleasing began. So, what makes you happy? Get back to that, right? That getting back to that is what's going to help you prioritize what to focus on first, right? And whatever you're led to focus on first, excuse me, see, nothing happens by chance. That whole thing happening just now, spirit is saying it's really important for you to speak your truth. And sometimes your truth is no, I just don't feel like it, right? I'm just feeling a lot of energetic exhaustion. Start meditating regularly. And look in the mirror every day and tell yourself, I am enough. I am enough, right? Every day. you have a history as a teacher in your past life. And as I'm receiving that, your past life when you were a teacher, this is why people come to you for advice. And this is why you tend to have a lot of answers. You also have psychic gifts and abilities yourself. It's time for you to really tap in deep to that. And the deeper you tap into that, allowing your spirit, your soul to guide you, right? This will make it easier for you to say no when your soul feels no. Okay, I'm being told to tell you to dance, and then I heard shake a tail feather, and then I heard salsa. Not only is it fun to dance, but it'll help move some of that stagnant energy. Also, get consistent with the time you go to bed. This will help you get more rest. Most people are clueless to how thin you're being stretched. And as long as you're willing to give, they're going to keep taking. So it's really up to you to set those boundaries. Most people are not in your life with ill or malicious intent, but sometimes it feels that way because it's all gimme, 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 right? No give and take. But this is designed this way because energetically, this is how you've set your life up to be. So spirit is just saying choose different, shift it, change it, release that, right? Heal from the past pain that created that belief that in order to be valued or loved or important, you had to be serving. Allow yourself to be served a little bit. And also, I was being told to tell you to treat yourself to a massage. Energy healing, energy releasing. That would be good. Just keep hearing, allowing yourself to be free from chains. You're chained down. And as long as those chains are on, you can't elevate and rise. You're only going to get so far, and then they're going to yank you back down. Cut off the people that aren't respectful for these changes that you're making. That love and light from a distance is where this is being called to be exercised. Okay, I'm being told to pull a charm for you. Look at that. You got the horse. Is it a horse or a unicorn? I just heard it's a horse. It's time to take action. Also, go sit by water. Go sit by water. You're going to find peace by the ocean, by the river, by the lake. Just allow yourself to take it in. Just go sit there and deeply breathe. And pay attention to the whispers you hear. Spirit's attempting to speak. So open yourself up to receive. Follow your intuition, follow your gut, follow the guidance. You're not making things up. You're not overly paranoid. And if you see a feather, know that that is definitely a message from beyond. Black feathers specifically. You're protected. You're valued. You're appreciated. Now it's time for you to get to work. Okay. So that is the message that I have for you, Charmaine. So let's see. Let me know how that resonated with you, Charmaine. Oh, okay. So if you were gone, I don't know how much of the message you received, but that was your message that I was just delivering. So you may watch the replay. Um, Karina said, I need guidance. Well, can't delete the need. It just serves your highest good. It serves your highest good. And we definitely didn't connect by chance. So when you're ready, I'm ready to serve. I'm ready to serve. You're so welcome. Thank you for letting me serve you. Um, okay, when I said I am not, right? When I said I am not, I was like, wait, are you saying you're not going through the change? That's what I thought it was. So literally it was coming through for you to start now, right? For you to start now, preventing, you know, how the thing that as women, the thing that we think, most of us, is just like, this is a natural part of it. But there's things that we're able to do so that when we do go through it, that we're not experiencing those hot flashes and all the stuff that comes with it, right? So what Spirit is telling you to do is to begin researching now and incorporating things now that can help with combating hormonal imbalances, right? Yeah. Phyllis said, I stepped away from the phone for a minute. No, that was oh, thank you, Michaela. Um, that was for Charmaine. Okay, so who is next? Was there anyone next after Charmaine? Let's see. I'm gonna go up and take a peek. Okay, so we had Natalie, we had Karina, we had Charmaine. Okay, Phyllis. And okay, so Phyllis, did you have a specific question or were you getting a general today? Okay, just let the spirit flow. Okay, all right. Hmm. Charmaine said, "Oh yay, replay." Replied, "Thank you." I came in like, "Damn, this other person message resonates." No, it was for you. That was your message. So yes, definitely. We're at 1 minute and 51 seconds. Wait, we were at 1 hour, 51 minutes and 15 seconds. No coincidences there, right? So I would say when you first got back on, it was like 1:48, an hour and 48 minutes in. So go around that area to make it easy for you, and then just rewind it back until you hear me say your name. Now your reading is after Karina's. Your reading's after Karina's. So that's when it starts. Okay. Phyllis said, I just like to know what spirit wants me to know about my gifts, my purpose. Okay. He said, just let spirit flow. My belly feels warm. Okay. So this is for Phyllis. What message do you have for Phyllis today? What message do you have for Phyllis today? Ask her that. Okay. Phyllis, what's going on in your back? Like right in the middle. I was told to ask you that. I'm also being told to tell you to breathe. Slow, deep breaths more regularly. You tend to be more of a shallow breather. And this is creating that constant state of anxiety. I'm hearing from a soul level, you know about flow. But sometimes when you get to that human state, you forget to be in flow. The desire to control things. Okay. I'm hearing not allowing those you love to make their own mistakes, and mistakes comes in with air quotes, is a form of desiring to control. The more you let go and the more you're in flow, the easier life becomes for you. Also, the easier it is for you to build connections. The work that you're called to do requires networking. But when you're not in flow, things won't flow to you, right? And it's coming through, they won't flow to you with ease and grace, right? The way you're operating energetically within your system, your belief system, and your energy centers, it's being reflected on your outside world. I'm hearing lots of blocking and stagnation. So things may seem like they're moving forward and then they may pause or they may not come together. And then you chalk it up as it just wasn't meant to be, which is a great way to view, everything that happens in my life serves my highest good. However, what Spirit is saying is some of those things that don't come to pass or come into fruition are because of the blockages that you're carrying in your energy center, your inability to flow. So, number one, it starts with your breathing, slow and deep, as slow and deep as you can inhale, right? Rule of thumb is just kind of start at your feet and allow that breath to come up through every chakra, all the way up to your crown, right? As slow as you can. And then the same thing with your exhale, letting it flow down every chakra until it gets to your feet. Now, as I'm doing this body scan, right? As I'm doing this, what I'm feeling, right as I get here, right? I'm feeling that warmth in the solar plexus, but I'm feeling right here a connection to like the center of the back and the heart. So I'm being told something happened in the past where you were let down in a major way by a father figure. It's time to heal that, right? Because part of that is what's taking power away, right? You felt like you lost control at some point in your life. So now unconsciously you choose to be in control. Kind of like that sentiment that I share with you all that I used to have: in order for it to get done right, let me do it, right? Or I love you, so let me stop you from making mistakes that I made. And Spirit is saying, just flow. Dance to the beat of your own drum. And I'm being told for you, putting on some of those native drumming videos on YouTube is going to help. And when you do that, what I'd like you to do, I like you to do two things, okay? I like you to allow yourself to just flow that energy to your solar plexus. Don't be afraid, you're not gonna hurt it, but then also to your heart. And you can do it now while I'm talking, and you'll notice it starts to feel lighter. Like already I'm feeling like that knot in the back that I was feeling is starting to dissipate some, right? And then you can just, and so now I'm already starting to feel lighter, right? I'm already starting to feel lighter. What I'm being told to tell you is right now, your purpose is to heal you, right? Your purpose is to heal you. Now, once you heal you and you overcome those things that you've been, and they're using the term struggle. And what I'm being told to share is oftentimes when Spirit speaks, it'll come through in words that we identify with, right? So when you heal you, the things that were your biggest struggle, that's where your purpose lies, right? You're going to teach, you're going to serve, you're going to flow. I'm hearing childhood trauma is huge within your family. And so sometimes what happens is we may experience one sort of trauma, and then we may attempt to prevent those we love from experiencing that sort of trauma. And our efforts to prevent it is creating a whole new trauma, right? So what spirit is saying is for you to trust. And as I say that, my back starts to warm up. That same area where I felt like that knot, it's starting to warm up. A lot of chains. Spirit's calling for a lot of chains to be broken. Free yourself, break the chains. And it's coming through when when you you break those chains, when you heal yourself, when you free yourself, your relationship, I'm hearing, with your children will improve, your relationship with your friends, your family, and you'll also have a better way of existing. Life won't feel so hectic. I'm also hearing chaotic, and it's coming through like traffic, when there's a traffic jam and there's a lot going on. Start meditating regularly. And I'm also being told to tell you to start allowing yourself to have the piece of cake when you feel like it. Don't be a stickler. Deprivation is, I'm hearing, a no. I'm hearing you have so much work to do, and it's coming through in two ways. It's like so much work to do, as in you have work to do on yourself, but so much work to do, as in you have so much work to do by way of you serving, right? So it's time for you to get to work on yourself so you can get to work on your calling. I'm hearing specifically women and children have a place in your heart, but you're not really called to serve children directly. Their service will come indirectly through the work that you do. I'm hearing with their parents. I just heard that's it. But tell Phyllis to get to work on her healing, get to work on her service, start serving her first. And I just keep hearing RIM group. So the RIM group would be good for you. I keep hearing RIM group, RIM group. You're also being called to stop blocking your gifts out of fear of the unknown. Your psychic gifts, you're a seer. Sometimes you may see things out of the corner of your eye and it might kind of startle you. The spirits, just protect your home, right? Set the intention only highest light and love is welcome here. And then trust that those energies that are in your space are of highest light and love. And then as I talk about this, I'm feeling something, that back blockage comes in again. So I'm being led to say there's something in your childhood that scared you by way of your gifts. Release it. Let them come in. Okay, and then I heard, okay, that's it. Okay, so that is your message. Hi, beautiful melanin goddess. Thank you for being here. So let me see what you were saying, and thank you for allowing me to serve you. So let's see. You said, I get pains in my back, sometimes spasms. Yep, right. That's true. I have to learn to breathe. Well, you're choosing to breathe. You're choosing to learn to breathe, right? Because have to falls under lack because it feels like work or a chore. And anything that feels like work, our unconscious mind rejects. So if you choose to, it feels better and you're more, you have a greater chance of doing it, basically. Right, that's true. Yes, ma'am. Hi, Lanissa. Welcome. Happy New Year. Is this your first time joining? I don't believe I've ever seen you on the channel. So welcome. I'm glad you're here. We Empower Hour has ended and now we're doing the $20 mini reading. So if you feel led to watch Empower Hour from the beginning, watch the replay, please do so. I'm also looking, we have 7 people still on with 17 thumbs up. So 717, that angel message, that number, look that up, you guys, 717. You can Google 717 angel number and there's a message there for those of you that are still on. So, Phyllis said, yes, I do, because I was hitting my chest and tummy. Yes. Charmaine said, LMFAO, I've been washing the dishes and I've been wanting my hubby to do it because I'm so tired and I cook too. Okay, because it was super random. Super random. I'm like, okay, you told me to say it, so I'm going to say it. Let's see. Happy New Year to you too. Charmaine said, late response. I'm watching the replay, but hilarious. LOL. Phyllis said, yes, that's true. I'm a seer. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I do. Let me go ahead and beautiful melanin goddess, tell me your name. I believe you told me before, right? But it's been a while since you've been on, so please forgive me. I don't remember your name. There's the Cashapp link there. And so it's $20 for a single question reading, or you can ask for a general. Hey, did you sense me wondering if you were still on? Because I was like, is Alata still on? I was wondering that earlier. And then you just randomly, I'm still here. Let's see. Phyllis said it was. Thank you so much, OMG. You are so welcome. So welcome. Thank you. Phyllis said, am I an empath as well? Yes. So really an empath is someone that is sensitive and you can feel the subtle energies. You can feel the energies of others, right? So in reality, we use the term empath we use it loosely, and when we use it in a way like it's only a certain group. But in reality, we're all empaths, right? When you look up what an empath does or what they're capable of, we are all that. It's just some of us are more empathic than others because some of us are more connected and some of us are more disconnected. So really, we're all empaths, we really are. You're so welcome. Let's see. Yes, Phyllis said I sense things too. I love this, and of course I did. I love you. Those gifts, boy. Bring them. Phyllis said, thank you so much for blessing me today, Kathleen. Who's Kathleen? Charmaine said, wow, my back, solar, and heart area have been in so much pain. I have been using Reiki lately to help break it up. Awesome. Let's see. I'm going to go back up and see if there was anyone else after Phyllis. And then if not, I believe Beautiful Melanin Goddess would be next. So when you send your payment, let me know by either asking your question or by putting that you like a general. And those of you that are on Facebook, if anyone's still on, and if you'd like to be able to partake in the $20 mini reads, please come on over to YouTube and join the party. Okay, I don't believe there was anyone else, but if there was someone else, please let me know. I was like, Kathleen, is there a spirit up in here named Kathleen I don't know about? And then I thought maybe it's a typo, but that was like a real specific typo. No worries. And you are not sorry. You are amazing. So let's see. Okay. So 717, we're still there. So you know what? While I'm waiting for beautiful melanin goddess, wait, is that Michonne? Why did I say it like the lady on Walking Dead? I can't wait for that to start back up. That's one of my shows, y'all. Let's see, 717. What is the Neshi, did you go potty? What is the message there? Okay. So it says, Number 717 is made up of the vibrations and energies of the number 7 and the attributes of number 1. With number 7 appearing twice, amplifying its influences, number 7 resonates with study and learning, spiritual awakening and development, divine and inner wisdom, emotions and feelings, mysticism, empathic and psychic abilities, persistence of purpose and determination, and manifesting good fortune. Number 1 relates to new beginnings, creation, progress, inspiration, and intuition, self leadership and assertiveness, motivation and progress, striving forward, uniqueness and individuality, creating your own reality, positivity, and activity. Angel number 717 is a message from the angels that the new beginnings and opportunities occurring in your life will bring you into full alignment with your divine life purpose and soul mission. You are encouraged to follow your intuition and the guidance from the angels regarding your next steps. Angel number 717 indicates that positive changes in your life have put you on the right track in regards to your life purpose and mission. Keep up the great work you have been doing, and you will continue to manifest your good. Angel number 717 encourages you to continue with your positive affirmations and maintain an optimistic attitude, as these are manifesting positive energies and auspicious opportunities for you. Seek out an occupation, pastime, or hobby that taps into your natural talents and interests. You may even look to begin a course or line of study that will enhance your knowledge and benefit your life. Put what you learn into practice, and you will serve to help and assist others as well as advance yourself along your personal path. That's super powerful. And I feel like that message is definitely for all of us, but specifically for a few of you. And I'm not going to call you out, you'll know who you are. So let's see. Um, Charmaine said, your entire demeanor during my reading was real life me. I'm always in pain and not resting well and always anxiety on 100. Yeah, it was really weird. Like it was almost just like, whew, it was super uncomfortable, super uncomfortable. So it's time for you to release that. And thank you for noting for me not to drive during the meditations because I drive a lot. Yes, most definitely. Anytime I do a guided meditation, I always include a hypnotic component. And like I said, it's because there are unconscious commands that are being placed in that's going to raise your elevation. And so everything raise your vibration. Everything that we do, we operate from our unconscious mind. So a lot of times what we do is we attempt to heal and shift from the surface, the conscious mind. And that's why we continue to bump our heads and we continue to be right back where we started, or feel like I get so far and then I stop. It's because we've been programmed to operate from the conscious, but it's the unconscious that's the driving force. And so unless you're healing there, unless you're releasing there, it's going to keep coming back, right? So that's why I always do that, so that we're tackling it from that level, the unconscious level. So, beautiful melanin goddess, let me know. I'm still on because I am waiting to do your reading, and let me see. Maybe it's come and you just haven't said anything. So I'm gonna check really quick. Hmm. So let's see. Hmm. I'm also being told to pull a card for us as a collective, those of us that are still on. So I'm going to do that too. And also, I like to say thank you to you guys, those of you that have been sharing the channel. Thank you so much. We are almost at our 1,000. I even, I know that YouTube has made a lot of changes. So I even attempted to see if I could stream live, and I still can't. That hasn't changed. It's still 1,000. And then, you guys know how I post graphics on the page and in our group on Facebook. Well, once we're at 1,000, I can begin serving in that way too. And also, it starts to put our videos in the feeds of people. So we're getting these messages out. So I really appreciate those of you that are helping us to grow the channel. A lot that you've been extremely instrumental in that for quite some time. So thank you. Okay, let me see. I'm just looking to see, because if I don't hear anything from beautiful Melanin Goddess, what I'm going to do is go ahead and end our Empower Hour after I do our collective card. Okay. Don't see anything there. So let me look on Cashapp, because that is what you asked about. Are you even still on? I'm still learning my way around around Cashapp to be able to see what's coming from where, or how do I go and find where things have been sent. Oh no. Let's see. I don't know. I can't find it. Okay, I'm not going to take up you guys this time. I'm just going to pull the card. And if Beautiful Melanin Goddess isn't back with a response by then we're just going to go ahead and wrap up. So which deck? That was quite clear. My knuckles are sore. Highest light, guides, angels, ancestors, healers, teachers, wise ones, and ascended masters, all of highest light and love. Thank you for delivering a message for us as a collective that is rooted in highest light, love, and truth. I thank you. What is our message? Oh, look at that. A blessing of fire. I don't know. This card just feels good. Red is that grounding, and we got that solar plexus in the background, right? I sleep. My sheets they're not fire red. They're more like a burgundy, but it's super good because I'm grounding myself in my sleep, or whenever I'm in bed, I'm grounding. So I'm being told to read the message from the book and then give you what I received. So it says, a blessing of fire, a blessing to bring passion, motivation, and creative spark to your life and to the lives of those that you touch. May the many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action, to make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flame with the hearth. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of those holy fires, and may they spark again and again the motivation it says we all need, that serves our highest good, to turn the wheel in our lives. May the blessing of the flames that devour the old be yours, and may they burn through the debris of memory, the fallen deadwood of hurt and grudges, and burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul, and breath to light the flames within you. Okay, listen, you guys, I for some reason, maybe this is the reason, but I'm going to start over, because I'm going to start over and I'm going to slow down because my reading is a little off. Let's see, when I looked up, it showed me that the battery was going to disconnect it. So what it says is, may the many blessings of the holy fires be yours. May fire's burning passion, its quick intensity, compel you into moments of action, to make decisions, follow the truths of your heart, and quicken and burn like the flames with the hearth. May you be warmed and sheltered by the glow of these holy fires, and may they spark again and again the motivation that serves your highest good to turn the wheel in our lives. May the blessings of the flames that devour the old be yours, and may they burn through the debris of memory, the fallen deadwood of hurt and grudges, and burn through the pain that so many of us feel when recollecting injustices. May it inspire you to move forward with your life, and may it bring down what no longer serves you. May its crimson heat take light within your own soul, and breathe to life the flames within you, so that you kindle again and again the sacred inner life which will warm you when all about you grows cold. May you have rising within you from that radiant heart the fire in the head of the poets of old, the ancient brilliance that will allow dreams to ignite, so that you shine with that inner radiance. May any fear of fire pass from you, and may the only flames you tend be those who serve your best self. Let any former harm in other lives from this element pass away now, and let a great spark from the heart of the universe rekindle your love of warmth, your passion, your intensity, and motivation. Let your warm heart be a shelter for others who come to you, like creatures in the woods come to a campfire, and may the fires within be a place of creativity, of dancing and dreams, of stories told through the flickers of flames. May you always have that warmth and its protection that is for all the days of your life. Blessed be. And it says, fire in the head is an old Celtic expression said to have arisen from Druidry that describes a state of being illuminated by inspiration. Energy is said to pour from the head, creating a halo all about the head of the inspired one. It is often seen around the heads of poets, musicians, mystics, dancers, writers, lovers, all who are illuminated by this radiant, inspiring fire pouring from the crown chakra. So that was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. And awesome, awesome, awesome. One of the things that stood out in the 717 and in the card was spirit prompting us to take action. Whatever that action is for you, right? Whether it's meditating more, whether it's praying more, right? Whether it's saying no more, whether it's working together now or more, right? Whatever it is for you, even if we are working together, but you're not really active, right? Being more active, Spirit is saying it's time to take action. So, yeah. A lot that said I'm donating a reading. Who are you donating the reading to, Alatha? And thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. I think we might be a little delayed in how the messages come through. You guys' messages coming through. It used to be where Facebook was delayed, and on YouTube it was like instant. Now I believe there's a little bit of a delay over here too. Anyone? Okay, cool beans. So Alatha just donated a reading. So is there anyone that's still on that did not get a reading that would like one? Whoever comments first in the chat. You know what? Okay. So yeah, whoever comments first. Wait. Okay. Oh, Cheryl says sure. Awesome. Okay. Do you have a question, Cheryl, or a general? Thank you, Alatha, for claiming it. I feel like we're gonna get there before the end of the month. Last time I checked, I believe we had 108 left to get there. So Cheryl said a general. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is for Cheryl. Okay, I'm hearing this song. Keep on moving, don't stop. Remember that? Keep on moving, don't stop. I don't even sound like them right now. I believe they had somebody was wearing a black top hat. Keep on moving, don't stop like the hands of time. Remember that song? But I kept hearing the part, keep on moving, don't stop. I just heard Cheryl, how have you served you lately? Such a giver by nature, so much love in your heart. How often do you allow people to serve you? How often do you attract those that are willing to serve you? You are so worthy of love in its deepest form. Open your heart for love to come in. It's not just an exit point. Learn to say thank you instead of finding a way to make up for what they've given you. You are worthy to receive. It's okay. Allow your heart to be open to expand. Somehow there was a block that was put up over time. It's coming through more like a wall. It's transparent. It's almost like a window, a patio door that's super clean. You don't even notice it's there, but if you go running straight ahead, you're going to feel it. Proceed with caution is often the sign that's placed on the inside of your heart. So what I'm receiving is, for you, oftentimes it's like, most people that encounter you, they don't realize that there is this wall up because of the transparency of the wall and because you give so much love. And most people aren't focused on, oh, I'm not able to give to her. They're just like, wow, she's so sweet. She's so loving, right? They don't even realize, well, who's pouring into her? Right. So this is how it's coming through. And like you on your end, on the other side, there's like this proceed with caution. And it is coming through as a bit of a control thing, because if you're the one that's always the giver, right? You're the giver, right? And you're not the receiver, then you feel that like you're maintaining a certain level of control. If you're giving and you don't have expectations to receive, then you can't be hurt, right? Because you don't have expectations and you find joy in serving others, right? Now it's Spirit saying, now it's time for you to find joy in being served. Allow yourself to be pampered. And I'm hearing foot massage, specifically reflexology, right? Something really intimate about the feet as it relates to service. And what was coming through was how Jesus washed the feet of those, of the disciples, of the people, right? So treat yourself to a reflexology foot massage and enjoy it. Don't bring a cell phone in, leave it in the car, and just close your eyes and enjoy it. Cheryl, it's also time for you to get busy in your purpose. And I'm feeling cooking is coming through, and your meals, they bring people together, right? I'm hearing feeding the homeless. And it's not something you do on your own, right? It's not something the Spirit's not telling you to do it on your own. Even if you feel led to, I'm hearing collect donations, right? Where you can make sandwiches and get those little mini bags of chips and throw in a bottle of water, right? And go and just pass them out. Serving in that way feeds your soul, right? But as it relates to people in your personal life, Spirit is saying allow yourself to be served. But I'm also feeling like with the whole food and bringing it together, I'm 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 having a feeling of like a nonprofit organization where you guys, like a soup kitchen, right? Where there's food that's cooked and people can come and they can eat, and they don't have to just be homeless, right? It can be people that just don't have the money to feed their children. Something like that is going to feed your soul, right? It's also going to allow you to be more open to receiving those people in your personal life to pour into you, right? And also having some of them help with this will be good. I'm hearing because unconsciously they like to give to you. They just don't know how. And I'm feeling like right here in the heart chakra, I'm feeling like, you know how an itch can sometimes feel like a tickle? And it's something like, I don't know how many of you have had C-sections, but I'm going to describe it like that because that's how it feels. It's like when you've had a C-section and your stomach is numb, right? You can scratch, it'll itch, but it's like surface, you don't feel nothing. And it feels like it's inside the stomach and you just can't get to it. It's kind of like that. Like in your heart, there's like an itch. And it kind of feels like a tickle too. But it's like literally inside. Like I can't scratch it. What's that about? I'm hearing there's a part of you that would like to be more open. So start manifesting the strength to do so, to be so. Putting your guard down, right? Think about, I'm being told to describe it to you as like right now, my window is up. It's so funny. It's so funny. Wait, I'm going to turn the camera, right? So you can see. That's going to be a plant stand. That lamp's going away because don't work no more. Don't judge how everything's looking. Curtains ain't been put up yet, but that's pay that. No, never mind. Look at the window. Oh, you can't really see it, but perfect. The window looks open, right? It looks open, but it's only cracked. But it looks open. So Spirit is saying that's how it was coming through for you. But when it is open, there's that screen, right? So that screen is there, and that screen literally keeps out like the bugs and certain things that doesn't serve your highest good to have come in. But those screens are so flimsy, right? That if a person was really choosing to get in, all they got to do, even if it's locked, is busted open. So what Spirit is saying is let your heart be like that. Like you'll have the screen, right? And so the screen's not keeping anything out that's not meant to be there. It's just keeping the things out that aren't meant to be there. So just start manifesting more openness to receiving. And then I'm feeling some stuff in my head, like got kind of dizzy for a second. Do you have vertigo at all, Cheryl? I'm hearing calming and relaxing. You are perfect, whole, and complete already. And I'm being told to tell you when you deep breathe, bring your breath to your back and then exhale from that space. Do that daily for about a week. Okay, that's what I got for you. Cheryl said, I remember that song. I've been hearing ringing in my ear. And so the ringing in the ear, it indicates a shift in frequency. So oftentimes you could be receiving it because you have guides and angels that are attempting to speak, right? It can be, and now I'm hearing it in my ear just now. It can be the fact that they're just present, right? A lot of times when I hear it in my ear, I'll simply say, okay, light and love only. I'm here. I'm listening. What do you have to say? And oftentimes they don't say anything at that point. It's just the acknowledgement, me acknowledging that they're there. So start there. Start acknowledging, I'm open to receive messages of highest light and love. I'm here. What would you like to say? And see what happens, right? But definitely letting you know that they're there. They're around you. They're protecting you. They're guiding you. And I'm hearing, and they're loving you. So proud of your big heart and all the work that you do. Yeah. Yeah. And how does that resonate with you with feeding the homeless, something like that? How does that, when you hear that, what comes up for you? Like when you hear that part of the message? I'm also hearing dignity. Through your service, you'll help those that don't feel dignified to feel dignity. You have such a level of respect for just humankind, not judgmental at all. People tell me I have a big heart. Yeah, I can feel it too. Like I can literally feel your heart. I can feel it through your comments. I can feel it when we're chatting in the live feed. I can definitely feel that energy. Shows that I make great sandwiches, but I'm not a great cook. I really don't like cooking. Well, see, you were told to get people to help you, let them cook then. But if you I'm hearing if you allowed yourself to cook, you'd find it would be enjoyable. So with my mom, for a long time, my mom lost her like, oh, I like cooking, right? And so her food would be nasty. And then when she got back into the like, I'm a great cook, I'm a great cook, it started to taste better. But yeah, I'm just hearing nonprofit organization of feeding the homeless. Getting help from your personal community and the community outside of your personal reach. And I just keep hearing dignity, dignity restored. Cheryl said, I've been told if I was to sell sandwiches, they would buy them. Well, make it be sandwiches. It doesn't have to be elaborate meals. A meal is a meal. For whatever reason, I heard Lay's potato chips in the yellow bag. That's the kind that's coming through. And my mouth is watering. Not because of the Lay's potato chips, but just I'm being told to tell you start small now. Even if you make 3 sandwiches out of every loaf of bread that you buy and you give them away, right? That makes a difference. But Spirit is saying start now. You're already serving, right? You're serving those that are in your personal circle. And even like all of us, your energy is it's an energy that serves. But Spirit is saying start now with the sandwiches. Start now. Mm, yeah. I just keep hearing start now. I just keep hearing start with 3 sandwiches out of every loaf. And if you feel led to do more, great. Yeah. Well, that is your message, and I'm being told to pull a charm for you. Is this one? Oh, you got a dog bone. I just heard finger licking good. I just heard the loyalty that you give to others is being bestowed upon you. So really start being intentional about what you'd like to happen in your life because Spirit is listening. I heard we've got you. Write down your goals, write down your dreams, write down your desires, and really set the intention to receive them, feeling worthy to receive them. Nothing is too big. You know what came through? It's almost like that feeling, oh, that's too much. Like, I'm not going to ask for that. That's a bit much. Spirit is saying, ask, write it down, claim it. And then I just heard, we love you. Nothing out of your reach. Okay. So that's your message, Cheryl. That is your message. Thank you so much for allowing me to serve you. And thank you for all that you do. You know, I know that you're very instrumental with time stamping the pick a card readings. And I appreciate that. And just always showing up and being a part of the conversations and leaving comments. So thank you so much. And thank you, Alatha, for donating that reading to her. Oh, Cheryl said whenever I fix people's sandwiches, they want me to start doing it too regularly. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, yeah. It can be sandwiches. It doesn't have to be like full-fledged cooked meals. It can literally be sandwiches, you know? Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Michaela. And thank you so much for being here and for participating. I appreciate you. Yeah. So 238, that is where we are. And we have 4 people on. So look up the number 44. Look up the number 44 when you all have an opportunity. Cheryl said it. I'd be saying to myself, I done started something. Oh my goodness. Oh, but yeah, yeah. Well, I thank you guys so much for allowing me to serve you. Thank you for tuning in. And tomorrow is our Thursday pick a card. I won't be live doing it tomorrow. I'll be recording it. Also, when you all watch, leave in the comments a question, right? A question that you'd like to see us pick a card. Because last time I had asked for feedback and I was given like categories or like subjects, right? But what I'm being told to tell you is a question. So the question to pick a card is always a question we're asking spirit. So if there's a specific question, and I'll start incorporating your questions in our Thursday pick a card readings. And then be sure to join us Friday here live. Jillian is going live for Friday feature. So put that on your put that on your calendar to join us then. Oh, you're so welcome, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna grab something to eat, and then I'm gonna. I have a couple of recorded readings to do that was ordered earlier in the week, and I'll probably record our pick a card reading for tomorrow. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But thank you all so much. I love you for being you, and I leave you with peace, love, bliss, and abundance. I'll talk to you soon.